3:35 a.m. Police officer parked outside the end of my car. So 3:30 a.m. with the lights off. Sort of wonder what the heck he's doing there. There's been a lot going on my street anyways. At the other end of the street, I believe, they must have busted a big bust somewhere. I don't know, a sting of something, whatever it may be. Have no idea. But I don't know. Just sitting there staring. Like, hello. 3:35 in the morning. Me, it makes me uneasy when I see them sitting there like that. It's like, what are they looking at? Is there a danger on this road? Right? Or are they just, I don't know. Maybe they want my autograph? I have no idea. Wanted to share that. Let's get into something crazy interesting while we watch them drive away. So check it out. This is the U.S. Navy video that everyone has seen. That does not come from me, by the way. Well, look what I did. I took the exposure down. I put a proper filter over top of it. And we're going to analyze something in the video that we don't see very well the way they showed it, especially as far out as they showed it. There's a light, right? Keeping it stable. You watch that. And they're firing up each differently, just like Elon Musk's rockets. You know, when they land, right? They got all these little rockets, jets, I call them. They're moving left and right, to keep the stability of the object. Well, look at the interaction of the lights here. Let's take it down even more so that we can see it as our eyes sort of adjust to it. Look at that. I think that's pretty trippy to be able to see it. Now, here's the thing. I don't think these are necessarily extraterrestrial, because it looks like an object that's maybe man-made, secret project more or less. I don't know. It looks like he's doing a show there for some reason, for whatever the reason it would be, beside a U.S. Navy jet. I'm pretty sure that they know he was there, but either way, lucky enough they were to see this. Hey, it's almost like the jet operator, pilot, is saying, all right, turn around now. Light the lights up so we can see it, the mechanism stabilize. There you go. Thanks for the shot. I mean, maybe it was luck. Okay. I want to say it was luck. Could be luck. That could be human-made craft. Sorry, the extraterrestrial lights or whatever that I'm seeing on the moon doesn't look like this. But again, the lights could go up intensely when it takes off, and that could hide the craft. Photonic energy, right? Bob Lazar talked about it. When Elon Musk lands his rockets, when the rockets come back to Earth and land themselves, that's exactly what we see them doing, turning, aligning themselves with those fire jets. I'm looking at that, and I was not impressed. When the Pentagon showed that, I was like, oh, thanks for showing us some of your secret projects, finally, because I don't see that as being an alien. And if it's aliens, well, it just so happens that with the contract, what, is it us that are making their jet and their rockets and stuff, the aliens? There's something a little bit odd about that, right? And this light arriving to the moon, you can see that it's covered in light. So, yeah, it could be the crafts. This too could be human, right? They all could be extraterrestrial also. If they say they're alien to the U.S. Navy, okay. This is my work, by the way. This is not the U.S. Navy. But that video we just saw was looking at the jets on the bottom that really, honestly, were working like Elon Musk's jets and NASA's vehicles and the space station, and even all the way back to the supposed Apollo 11 landing. They had those jets to align themselves, right? To keep the nose up or down of the craft, the shuttle, whatever. But who says that that's not exactly what we're seeing? We couldn't see it unless we adjusted it with a filter, but we can really see that those lights are literally changing direction in the U.S. Navy video. More than 1,000 structures right in front of you here right now that people, well, not everybody, most people I think understand that obviously we're looking at old structuring or a deliberately hidden surface with the smokes and hazes and bright reflective lights. Look at that. That's towering objects and even massive bridges high up, leaving the edge of Copernicus that run off for thousands of kilometers, and light sources along the way. The two light sources you see in this image here are not reflection from the sun. We have fires in the darkness. Even in this darkness there, the lights are moving around. We have an energy source. This is exactly what the structures look like. If ever, and I confirm to you, if ever they talk about structures on the moon, this is exactly no difference what they're going to show you. Maybe clearer. That'd be awesome. We see lines going to and from these big tubs or whatever with energy sources around it. So the big talk about the pipelines here on Earth, who says they're not mining the moon, emptying it entirely of all its minerals and oil, and like we do here. Elon Musk is now buying himself a Texas cowboy hat, and is going off to Texas, or wants to go off to Texas, to dig for natural gas. Stop digging, guys. Find a bloody solution to heal the earth, and stop taking all the natural oils and gases out of the earth. There was mention by the defense minister, retired defense minister Hayim Eshed. There's, look at that line going through to the large structure, then veers off. It goes into the darkness. There's more lights in the bottom, smokes. They're spraying the surface. Yeah, they talked about aliens being in the ocean, in the bottom of the ocean. So what's that about, right? Obviously, lots of theories over the years. We've heard people say that before. Regular people, good researchers on YouTube, even far long before I was doing research here, I heard it myself. Look at this. This is an energy source. They're all over the surface. There's at least 1,000 on our side that we can see. Smokes and refraction lights that are making gases, colorful like reds, blues that we see on the surface. All these lines connecting, they're hauling something out of the surface, or they're people walking through it. I say each time it could be liquids, oils, who knows? Maybe the oil from Earth. Listen, do you know how many barrels of oil, while we're looking at a tunnel beside Copernicus and bridges and stuff? Copernicus, top left. Do you know how many barrels of oil they make each and every day? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Go look at the worldometer. How many barrels of oil? Huh? It's incredible. They don't stop. It's continual. You got billions of barrels ahead of time. So, with all the lies we've been hearing on the news and everywhere online, I can't help but wonder now, the meteors that they say landed and became meteorites in Russia and stuff like that. No, I think these are all secret projects that are going on around Earth. There's re-entry of leftover objects for whatever they're doing out there. Look at this object. Look, deliberate descent. It's going towards the moon on the right, and look, poop, fire comes out the bottom like to control its descent. I'm starting to see a very different idea. It's worse than I thought, meaning there's more maybe human involvement. And again, this is just an opinion or belief, no confirmation here. I just share my belief with you all. I don't have to confirm anything. I think a video is convincing enough when your eyes see something that says, hey, this could be something else, right? So there's that large object, one frame of it anyways, heading towards the moon. Look, it's full of either holes, or it could be just the shadows, but a long straight object like that, not bending, and it looks like Oumuamua, right? Got New Snekadas that talked about my research, and I thank him, Frank, amazing channel, New Snekadas, talked about this object, and he had said, it looks like Oumuamua, the shape and form of it, and it really does. So here's my realistic take on what's going on. Quite simply, there are crafts around Earth that are in lower Earth's orbit, and often enough, not that often, but sometimes, some people capture these objects. And this, as incredible as it is, for me, I've seen a lot more incredible objects found in, countries like Chile, Brazil, online. They look like real, legitimate UFO videos. Let me tell you, there's smoke screening, whatever, the sun or both, the sun and hiding objects. Notice, and I'm not kidding, it's simultaneous. When they announce an asteroid's coming, the chemtrails are more active. And I've noticed that for 3 or 4 years. When there are large objects coming by, the chemtrails will be out spraying. When Neowise was coming by, the chemtrails were out spraying. Why? So that we can't see it? And if not, why would they spray simultaneously or be more active only when celestial objects are supposed to go by Earth? Like, what are they hiding from us? Right? Thank you for the ongoing support. Well, they're pretty smart, the elite. Formed a system that changed the perception of people and put us to sleep.
This is Houston. Say again, please.